All the sleepy heads, what's good? What's good? What's good, sleepy heads? What is good? Listen, let me tell you like this, straight up, so that you would know and the whole world would know, right? Meek Mill spoke a very unspoken reality yesterday when he was addressing Charlamagne. Now, Charlamagne and the rest of the people that support him, that back him, and all of these people that follow his lead, they a lot of them don't understand. They're puppets, and but they never get called out on it. You feel me? When you never get called out for being what you are, that's the Hollywood trait. Hollywood moves in a weird way like that. People will say what's up to you to your face, the whole nine. But once you bring things to their face, you the bad guy now. You can say, man, you know such and such and such and such. They be like, man, why would he say something like that? It'd be like, you're the bad guy for bringing it up. Even if somebody did you wrong. And they'll be like, why is he still holding on to that? Be like, why am I still holding on to that? What does that mean? Holding on to what? So you got to look at situations the way they present themselves. For instance, Meek Mill told Charlamagne exactly what the situation that occurs with him and Charlamagne. See, people let you know because that's what they going through. They don't have to say, this is what I'm going through. They'll state it, and you'll know that this is what they're going through also. And this is why they move the way they move. Because people always be like, man, what you doing that for? Charlamagne, you ain't got to do that.
They don't kill you, they just kill your account. Yeah. What does that mean?
But if you in this world of corporate America and you're not complete and you're not doing what they need you to do, they will kill your account.
Stop the money.
Yeah, you know what's going on. If you come in here right now on this big corporate radio station and start talking some crazy shit, what will happen to your check?
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know.
I keep saying this. I don't know. Don't ask me no. Look. Don't ask me no shit that you can't answer at the spot.
So I'm with you. I can be.
Cause you a sharp nigga. You know how to answer shit on the spot. If you say some shit right now, this shit that is not approved by corporate America, what's gonna happen to your check?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I've said a lot. That's why I said I don't know what I don't know what the white man is behind me.
You know, you said a lot, but you walking on a nice line. You know how to control that shit.
See? You walking on a thin line. You know how to control that. You know there's things you can't say on the radio, or they gonna stop that check, and they gonna cut off your account. He's letting you know this is why he's bunny hopping. This is why he's doing all the stuff he's doing. Because they're going to cut his check. He let it be known. If I get crazy, if I say anything, they going to cut me off. 100% cut me off. Oh, I gotta let people get some rest. It was a big holiday. Big holiday for some. So tomorrow morning, I will let people get their dose of the Lakers. I'm gonna wait till the West Coast people wake up. Then I'm gonna get it to them. Give them what they asking for. So, right there, Meek Mill just told you out of the corner of his mouth what time it was. If you don't say what corporate America is with, they cut your check. They done did it to everybody. Look at my channel. Look at Kwame Brown's channel. Kwame Brown was the biggest thing on YouTube. He was a meteor when he came on YouTube. He was the number one. Now, all these people on YouTube that they spend all this money for to try to boost their channels up, he had more followers than them. He had more traffic going to him than anybody. The search engines were lit up. And only a few of us was actually mentioning him when it first hit. Then when they saw people numbers going up, he was a battery for the whole YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Kwame Brown's name lit up to the fact that you heard his name spoken on every sports network. Skip Bayless said his name. His name was mentioned on ESPN. Just like that. He played with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. But he was only as big and massive once he got to social media. That these young folks knew his name. And look what they did. His channel was massive. It would have dwarfed every channel on YouTube by now. Millions of views. Millions. He would have surpassed Vlad, everybody by now. Corporate America said, what is he saying? What did he just say? We can't have that. He just said, what? Oh, no, that can't ride. Dude just said that? No, we can't let that ride. So now, they've already did almost all they worst that they could do. You think I get paid what I'm worth? On here? No. When you don't say what the corporate people want you to do, they cut the check. They cut off your water. As Lamar was saying, gotta cut your water off. No, what YouTube did is they came up with all these new tactics because Kwame wasn't going to shut up. He wasn't going to play ball. Kwame wasn't finna do what they wanted him to do. They wanted him to just keep the apple in his mouth, say that just to get the attention, and now let's do some things where we can collaborate you with other people that we want you to be with. He ain't collaborating with the people that they like. They was like, oh, wait a minute. And then you got these other suckers who just out there for algorithm views and all that, like Hassan and Tammy. you got them running around trying to make some money by causing division, trying to run in there and just cause a distraction. Because they want the attention, they want the hits, they need the views, they need all that. Of course. Now you mean to tell me Kwame Brown in 6 months, who had 400,000 in a week? Do you realize he was at 400,000 in a week? He had a 500,000. They didn't even want to verify his channel. I had to tell Kwame, I was like, Kwame, you got to do this, this, and this. So and stay on them, so that they could verify. Let them know, like, man, they didn't verify your page yet. His page would have been verified in a day. He's a former NBA player. They didn't even want to verify his channel. If I keep telling you, what you mean he repeating himself? And other, we repeat ourselves every day then. LeBron's a bum gets repeated every day out of my mouth. The Lakers suck gonna get repeated out of my mouth every day. No, he just speaks the truth. And when you speak the truth and you don't let somebody put a battery in your back, this is the results. This is the results of you not letting that happen. I've had 3 instances. I would say two major chances to buy in. The first time was when I was doing my truth behind. They came at me to join. My truth behind became so big, they wanted me to join, because I used to do 150,000 views, 200, 300,000, had million views. I used to get crazy views before they was like, we got to start regulating this dude because the industry's getting mad. See, it's funny now, because when I was doing that, this was before anybody was on here talking about all these hip hop stories. Like now, you come on YouTube, you got the actual artists out here talking about the stories now, which is cool. But before, they was too cool to tell the stories. People just don't know how small of a window that was back in 2016. They was just like, you could do that? We could tell that story? Like, yeah, we can. It don't affect nobody. Wow, I guess we can. Now, since the pandemic and before that, like, you start seeing more and more artists just come out and they all comfortable with being on the gram and telling stories. So it's cool. I mean, I ain't got a problem with it at all. I'm just saying that wasn't the norm back then. That was the first video a lot of people saw of me, was that video. The truth between Jay-Z and Nas. That blew everything up. That video is what really put my channel, like, I had like 5,000 people maybe, just from boxing alone. And the fact I was known as the boxing guy that knew Floyd Mayweather at that time, to the hip hop savant. People was coming to me for hip hop questions. Cause at that same time, Straight Outta Compton was out. And when Straight Outta Compton came out, and I'm just like, this ain't accurate. And once I started telling people about Straight Outta Compton and how Jerry Heller was already working there, he never walked up behind Eazy like, hey, like they knew who Jerry was. Like Eazy knew who Jerry was because he was the one working with Rolando. So he was already working with Rolando. Rolando brought Jerry in. Like, all right, you want to meet Jerry and all that? Jerry can help. And so they just made him out to be some sleazy guy that he just picked up on him. It was terrible. A lot of stuff was wrong, but it was a movie. So they just did the best they could with why they had a budget and an opportunity to do it. So that was that. Merry Christmas, April, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. She said, I see a lot even when I'm at work. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe you don't see it. They do a lot of stuff to a lot of our channels. Stuff just will mysteriously disappear. Look at the video I did. Kwame didn't even see it, and he was tagged in it with Stephen A. Smith and Glenn Robinson. That video. He didn't see that for a whole 24 hours, and that notification supposedly went out to the world. People didn't get notified of that video. Why? Because the people that represent ESPN, Stephen A. Smith, he wanted the video taken down. Because they couldn't take it down, they shadowed it, pushed it down. So the views they got was all initial views. That was it. They was trying to hide that video after it was up. Its reach was automatically, the branches was cut. And the video was just out in limbo to try to make it look like the people didn't want to see it no more. You must be talking about hood stories. The hood stories is different. See, people sometimes say things and they are projected on somebody else, but they really talking about themselves and what they going through. When they say that, they meant like we all going through it. You know what time it is. And Meek Mill just let everything out the bag, live on air, so the whole world would know what was what. And he brought it straight to Charlamagne. And Charlamagne, he still was gonna fight it, because he don't want to accept that that's the truth. And he knows it's the truth, but he just kind of still be Charlamagne about it.
You said on the album they don't kill you, they just kill your account. What does that mean?
What you mean? If you in this world of corporate America and you not complete and you not doing what they need you to do, they will kill your account.
Stop the money.
Yeah, you know what's going on. If you come in here right now on this big corporate radio station and start talking some crazy shit, what will happen to your check?
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know.
I keep saying this. I don't know. Don't ask me look. Don't ask me no shit that you can't answer at the spot.
So I'm with you.
Cause you a sharp nigga. You know how to answer shit on the spot. If you say some shit right now and this shit that is not approved by corporate America, what's gonna happen to your check?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I've said a lot. That's why I said I don't know what I don't know when the white man gonna get tired of me.
You said a lot, but you walking on a nice line. You know how to control that shit.
Yep.
You control that. I know how to pull his ass back. If you're a nigga and you're a color person, you know what to say out your mouth and what not to say out your mouth.
But think about it. We've had Farrakhan up here. We've had Dr. Umar up here. You don't see them on no platforms like this talking that talk.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you. They can say
But
that.
they can get rid of me for bringing them on.
I don't know.
That's what they got rid of Arsenio for back in the day.
I'm just saying, though, if you a nigga and you in this business, that's what we fighting for. That's why you got people like Jay-Z talking about what he talking about on What's Free.
Right.
I'm saying what I want. I'm a billionaire. I'm getting this type of money. I'm doing. Until you get to that level and you powerful enough, we don't stick together enough for people to do what they want. You know what I'm saying?
See? You see what happened? You see what Charlamagne tried to do? He tried to deflect. I done had Farrakhan up here. I done had on there. Farrakhan not finna come up there and say something off the line. You have Farrakhan up there when it benefited to have Farrakhan up there. When all the social justice talk was going on. When you was cashing all them checks, getting paid to go to these social justice events. See, when that was the wave, it's, oh, let's get Farrakhan up here. Let's get this such and such up here. Fitting the narrative. Yeah, exactly. Farrakhan was on there in 2016 and he won't be back. They'll wait till something else happens. When it's a wave going on, then they'll try to bring him back for something. I had Dr. Umar Johnson up here. You working with Dr. Umar Johnson because you trying to do business with him. But I guarantee you, they probably told you at the end of that, you can't bring him back. But what'd he say? This is why Meek Mill was bunny hopping on the tennis court for white folks. Because that white dude's a billionaire. Right? Dude got his own plane flying around. Meek impressed because he got millions, but this dude he palling around with got billions. No, you don't want me to have Farrakhan on the show. Because that conversation will go somewhere that people have no idea where it's finna go and what I would ask. And it's not going to be what people think. That conversation would go somewhere that would blow people's minds. And I would be public enemy number one. I'm going to just tell you that right off the top. That conversation is not going to go the way you think. I heard what he had to say about shit. No. Thanks, CB. But like he just said, we don't stick together enough for that. And that's the truth. But the reason why we don't stick together enough, because the people that they get is power to, that they allow them to look like they have power. Jay-Z is not a boss. Or most of you guys believe that Jay-Z cannot open up and start up nothing on his own without the permission of the people he's trying to appease. Jay-Z is no boss, but he's a Billy and all this stuff. No, no. He's telling you, yeah, this is the way. Jay-Z had the apple in his mouth for years. And that's why they want to silence people like us, because we're not going to say, like, the status quo. We're not going to say the nice thing, the proper thing. Look at all the successful channels on YouTube. What do they do that's different? What have you noticed about them? And this is nothing against them, okay? But there's a reason, and it ain't because of video quality. It's some people that's getting 500 views that got video quality out this world. My video quality has been basic from day one. I blew up with a fan blowing in the background on the computer. And the computer I had was from I want to say, maybe 2001. That's when the computer got here. I was about to say 1999, but 2001. I think that computer came into our life. And that's some old Windows XP. 720. Like the memory on that thing couldn't even last. Like they give you that on like a handheld phone. I don't have to cap. It's documented here. It's already documented in my timeline. Everything I'm talking about. They know. You just got here. So what Meek Mill was talking about, it's the same thing we're talking about. Corporate America, when you say something that they're not in agreement with, or they feel like this guy's a problem, he's not with the program, or we can't control what he's saying, they will cut your check. They will cut your account. Like he said, they'll cut your account. And Meek, he can't be in a position where he don't have no money. He know what he came through. Meek already know what time it is. Meek was facing this crazy probation.
Yeah, I think we're going to look. It's in the best season that's ever been, but if you a nigga, that's what they know. When they talking about is politics to the game and all that, this shit is for real. This shit ain't no joke.
Are you and Meek and having some differences?
Thanks, MCK. That's what I'm saying. There is no black platform doing anything on a major scale. They control all of the outlets that you want to go to because we're not in a position to ever do that. Why blacks cannot put their money together, to work together, to come up and say, hey, this is what we want to do. And when people talk like that, boom, they get knocked down by corporate America. Saying, nope, get back in line. Who told you you can get out the matrix? It don't work that way. Byron Allen, a guy who was a comedian who career is like, who is this guy? But Byron Allen is rich beyond anybody's imagination. He used to have on a comedy show that come on at midnight. I'm be like, damn, this show come on at midnight. Byron Allen show. It'd be like, who the hell is Byron Allen? And he always had the B level celebrities. He would never get the A list, always the B list. I mean, some C. And then they hanging out with Byron Allen. And then he had the comedians uncut. And he was always the low level guy, but he was rich. Byron Allen always had money. See, Byron Allen owns a TV network called Black Media that is distributed through Viacom and Cox Communications. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the appearance. Okay? I understand that. I understand exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what he's got, what's going on with it. And since he has this platform, how many blacks run over there to do some stuff with him? No, I'm not the Byron Allen of YouTube at all. Because the thing is it's like if you do something without passion, what are you really doing? If you don't have a passion to do what it is that you do, then you're wasting your time. You're wasting everybody's time in the world. Because you could be doing anything else in the world right now. You don't. This shouldn't even be up your alley. So many people fail because they look at the money. They start thinking, I need money. Once you put this in your brain, I need money, it starts to affect your brain. And if you start doing things for the money, what happens is it don't work out or the money's not coming in because you think it's gonna come in. Like, oh, this money's gonna come in. It don't normally work like that. Because normally people who work for money, they get frustrated fast. Because they don't have no real passion or real connection to it. It's always the money. And when you start thinking dollar signs, and then right away you like, man, all right, so when's the money coming? You know, like, all right, when's the money? When's the money? If you ever worked with anybody in business, you get to see who your real workers are and who just there for money. The people that come for money always mess up the program. Every single time. Yeah, some people just can't live without telling the truth. They can't live in the lie. They don't like, see, the biggest lie people tell is the ones they tell themselves. Well, you got to understand some things. There's a lot of people out here who are against you. There's a lot of people that's for you. There are a lot of people out here that don't want to see you do well. There are a lot of people out here, and Their main instance is to not see you succeed. People like to live in the lie. They're comfortable with it. Charlamagne is a puppet, and he knows it is, but he don't like it brought into his front of his face like that. That's why he got so defensive. He knows it's true, but he's got to respond the way he do because he's like, I don't want people to think like corporate control me and I'm doing it. Yes, corporate controls everything you say. You walk a very thin line because you know what you can say and what you can't say. And it always seemed to be they never could say those things in front of a white artist. When they got somebody black up there, they have free form to say anything they want. They bring out all kind of things playing around, but they toe the line when certain people are on that in that seat. Nobody had to tell them to. They know. It's unspoken rule. They already know. I ain't trying to mess my bag up. Oh, Merry Christmas, Know the Ledge. I'm just glad you got over the Dale Demps thing. Jeez. Right, because if it was a situation about money, I could have changed up a long time ago. They offered me twice. When Kwame started blowing up, they offered me an opportunity and they offered him an opportunity. They offered him a huge opportunity. He probably had a lot of big offers, a lot of big people coming for him, asking him. He was on every network you could think of. The biggest thing to hit the YouTube in years. It was not just YouTube, social media. Blew up everywhere. He did like 400,000 in a week. Subscribers. He was bigger than all of them. His IG went through the roof. Everything was going up. He didn't have anybody to push for him. He didn't have a social media team. He didn't have a marketing department. All these people that spend hundreds of thousands of dollars paying all of these people per year to do all this stuff for their channels. He was able to do it in one day. Beyonce had what, 1 point something million or 2 million followers on the gram, or however many million people she got on Instagram. Jay-Z got that in one day when he opened his. Get the F out of here. Nobody cares. He can't sell 2 million records. You see what I'm saying? This is all an illusion. There's people out there that I know an Instagram thought right now who got about 400,000 subscribers. And broke. Brokety broke. 400,000 subscribers on the gram and broke. And I'm like, how? Kwame just spoke it because he's free. You know, he's not bound by what they want him to do. He don't have to conform to the way they want him to do it. So now he becomes a threat and we got to try to freeze him right where he at. And we're going to slowly dwindle him to where he's staying now. Just think about it. 6 months ago, he was at 400,000. His page is probably still frozen at like 400,000 and something subscribers. Do you think Kwame Brown page wouldn't be well over 2-3 million people watching him? They came up with every revision to try to stop his page. They want to trim the branches. And the reason why is because he's not saying things that they want him to say. If he came out and said, oh man, LeBron is such a good hero and oh, the league is in a great place now in the world and we just, man, America's back and I just love Biden and the president and how we're going. We just got to stay together, people, and oh, good times will be here again. We just got to toe the line and I don't really see why we just can't get along. And I love the troops and I love our police force. I love our brothers and sisters. Why can't we just hold hands? Why can't we all just get along? Once he started talking like that, his numbers will go up. He'll be at 3, 4, 5 million. They have him on a talk show. Well, what do you think about the guy that got choked out? Well, you know, he kind of cheated on tests in high school, you know. And I heard he stole a candy bar out of a store one time. I don't know. You know, I'm not saying that he deserved it. I'm just saying he necessarily wasn't a really good guy. None of this has got anything to do with what's going on. If he was talking like that, oh, he'll be up there to the ceiling, wouldn't he? But he came out exposing everything. Why y'all ain't talking about what happened in this case? Why? What is he saying? They was letting like 1-2 videos go, like maybe he'll change script. Let's just knock these views down and he'll get the message. He got more defiant. He got more defiant. And because he got more defiant, they was like, uh-oh. He was going after their minions, their pawns that they put in place to control everybody else. They're like, what is he doing? He knows those guys work for us. Charlamagne, Stephen A. These guys here. He never went after them. They tried to get popularity by mentioning him. He talked about 2 people that talked about him. He didn't strategically come after them. They came after him. They were sent like hound dogs to go after Kwame. Because they all connected. Charlamagne is the face for the so-called black effect with iHeartRadio, who really owns the streaming app where they stream all these shows, all these black shows. It's like if I made a playlist, the Black Effect is nothing but a playlist of black shows that's black podcasts out there called the Black Effect. The iHeartRadio is getting the big checks on. And they give Charlamagne, let him be the face of it. And that's part of his contract that he got when he re-signed up with iHeartRadio. So all those shows get a little check. And believe me, some of it is little. But a little check is better than no check. And that was just to initially sign on to do the deal. Some people got bigger checks than others. Thanks, April. Oh, man. I'll never forget, man. I did a video. It'd be videos that people don't even know that I made. That people be like, "Man, you dangerous." When I got hit up by somebody that I didn't even talk to in years, and they hit me up and was like, "Man, I saw one of your videos, man. You dangerous." I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, he was just like, "Man, I'm letting you know, man. They was talking about your video where we at right now." Like, your video was getting talked about, bro. Like, you dangerous. And that was a good thing, and it was a warning thing. All in one conversation. That I was getting too close. And I was saying way too much. Like, it's like you ain't in the conspiracy theory era no more. You got people listening to you in the industry. Like, this dude, no. Like, they ready to they ready to join you in anything. Like, yo, we pulling this guy in. He gonna be with us. He know what to look out for. That's how the level it was getting to. And I was like, man, they was like, you gotta get the Patreon, and you can't, some of this stuff can't be on YouTube. So that's when I was like, all right, well, he's like, you gonna need another platform because we want to keep you around. You about to cause a wave that ain't good for you. So that was a good warning. But I've always protected my friends that's out there. Like, I'm not somebody that want to be tagged in their videos and grab them every 10 seconds. And, that ain't me. That is not me. I don't need to be in the limelight every second of every minute. I got my arm around them. "Oh, look at us. We cool." It's like, they know we cool. Jennifer Strickland. Didn't you email a boxing person? Wasn't you the one that emailed, I think she emailed the boxing website, if I'm not mistaken. You might have emailed Sean. Oh man, that's how I ended up making the Patreon. Because I knew things, I was like, I know a lot that I could say, but I can't say it here because I already know they're playing the game of, we want to get rid of you. Like, they tried to get rid of me. They cut off the money at one time. Like, that's going to get rid of them. They ain't paid me for 6 months trying to get rid of me. And it didn't work. Because what they did was unethical, unreasonable. Everything they did was just totally disrespectful. And they tried to get rid of me. In his boots beat Spence? I doubt it. I mean, my thing is, we don't know anything about this guy. He's fought nobody. Why is everybody so cool? Like, man, this Boots is the next. It's like, come on. Let people prove it. Back then, you had to prove something before somebody could start saying you this and you that. I mean, he could be. I don't wish nothing ill of the guy. I'm just like, I gotta see more. I don't really see nothing super ordinary, like outstanding with him, you know? He's 26-0 with a no contest with 24 knockouts. Who did he beat? Who, what stature of a name of a person he beat? People talk like he's a pound for pound fighter. Me, he's decent. He makes a lot of mistakes. He watched a lot of Floyd Mayweather. So, he won't beat Terrence Crawford. I'll tell you that now. He ain't beating Bud. He ain't beating Bud Crawford at all. You said Roland. I think that's Ronald. He was, this isn't live. This is pre-recorded. That's right. I'm so alert. In my pre-recorded, I know somebody named Ronald is going to show up. Ah. No. For me, it's different. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like on the stage of people know exactly what they want to do. It's like an unspoken rule. I've seen it happen, and that's from television program and everything else. But they see a white person, they act entirely different than they do if it was a black person. It's just like at work. Black folks, when they see their boss come through and their boss is white, they act different than the brother being in charge. Brother being in charge, oh, I don't have to do my job. Brother asked him to do something. Yeah, look at him. His head going up because he the boss. No, he might just want you to do your job because he want to go home too. Mm. Oh no, what's his name coming in here trolling just to get some conversation? No, it's a lot of people make those type of insinuations. They make Kwame. I mean, at this point, you don't even got to defend Kwame Brown. Defend him for what? Somebody just wants some attention. That's all. You guys in the chat. He's not a scent agent of anybody. Ronald's a troll. He wants attention. That's all. That's why he's in the chat. He wanted some attention. He's like, man, it's early in the morning. I'm up late because it's Christmas. I'm out of school. Let me get in here and say something. Oh, the Lakers video is coming. You don't get that in the morning time, LA time. So I want them to be nice and ready when that video comes. Everybody been sending me the clip of the dunk, everything. Everybody was like, I thought of you as soon as that dunk went in. I'm like, oh, this video finna be epic. I'm like, just wait for it. What's up, Jay? Merry Christmas. I got family members in Ohio that's from Michigan, moved to Ohio, and love LeBron James. They love LeBron. He can't do no wrong with them. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see. Well, here's the thing. We don't know. The way y'all just put that makes it hell of an unclear statement. I'm just sitting here reading y'all saying, no, they're not going to upset Utah. 5 losses in a row. Get ready for 6. I disagree. Floyd Mayweather believes that Boots Ennis is the truth. I'm somebody that says, man, I need to see more. Who did he knock out? Sergey Lipnitz? Who did he beat? I mean, Earl to me wasn't really dominant like that. He was no dominant champion. Errol Spence's Boots is who they gonna want to replace Earl with. And you've already seen the transition of that happen. Now it went from Errol Spence was the best in the world to now Bud is better than Errol. Now Boots Ennis is better than all of them. It's amazing how the public works without no fights transpiring. Christmas is a big business day. I knew Steph Curry would go off because he basically let it be known he's never played good on Christmas. So he's going to put up at least 30. I had that right. They beat Phoenix, which I knew they would do. Well, you got to ask yourself what it is that you want, in life, period. Are you willing to work hard for it, or are you just not going to work at all? Phoenix was favored, yeah, because Phoenix is more talented on paper, but to me, they're an equal team. But what you saw is a possible Western Conference Finals. Yeah, I say he was gonna go out there put up 30 some points, but he didn't have a usual Steph Curry shooting type day. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. No, Meek Mill brought up a very good point, saying that corporate America, if you say anything, they'll cut your account off. Like your money stops. If you don't toe the line and say the things the right way, your money is stopped immediately. See, Kanye West just found that out the hard way. Kanye thought he had money from Rock Nation and everything else till he had opened his mouth, and Kanye was down there bankrupt. Mr. I got $1 billion, which he didn't have. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of ego out there. A lot of ego. Oh man, yeah, I did see what happened with my boy, man. So there's Darren Collison, man. He when he was in the league, they didn't have that rule, I guess. He came back, he forgot. He gave up like a 3.2, 4-point plays. Gotta let the shooters come down. Mm-mm. Not really. Well, everybody is not in that free form statement. Like there's things people just don't say to toe the line. But that's why we do it smartly, because we know it's more valuable. They don't want us to say the things that we say. They want to get rid of you. They want you to not talk or have a voice. So it's like, no, we'll play by your rules and still get the message out to the people. And it's going to make you mad because we're following your guidelines. So now, people are finding new excuses, new reasons to, And January 5th, finna be some more new changes. They're trying to get rid of people. You know, it's they want the people that's got the music, the rainbows. That's why they ask you about sexual orientation and these questionnaires that they come out like, hey, what do you classify as? Why does that matter? What someone's sexual status quo is? If they straight, if they gay, or like, why would YouTube be caring to know if you're black, Hispanic, white? Why does that demographic matter? It's supposed to be about videos, right? So you start looking at the scope. You start looking at the scales and the scope of what you can say and what you can't say. No, you ain't got to break away from nothing. See, that's what people want you to do. When you have something in place and you want to break away, cool, but you don't have to break away from anything. YouTube is just like anything else in life. Like if somebody wants you to leave a party, I'm not gonna just lead a party because you said lead a party. I'm gonna lead a party when I want to lead a party. I want it to be on my terms. If it's making you uncomfortable with me being here, good. I'm gonna stick around as long as it keep making you uncomfortable. LeBron would love for me to be off YouTube. Oh yeah, that one shot thing ain't gonna cut it. There's some people who got the first shot and didn't even want to go get the second one. I'm like, you already got the first one. You might as well go and get the second one. Because I'm like, you've already gotten the shot. Or just take your Johnson and Johnson and be done with it. Well, it's the holiday season. So people want to always make sure that they're in their best self, their best form of themselves. So no, no, no. I strongly disagree. Well, the thing is this: you talking about why we ain't standing up for it? It's up to you. The thing is to have the choice. But you waived your right to these choices and these opportunities. You could fight it and say it's unconstitutional, but if the business say you can't come in here and buy food to survive and everything because we don't want you in the store, they have the right. The store owners have the right. So what they're gonna say is, okay, you don't have to get it, but now you can't go here, 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 and here. Sorry, but you're free. Do what you want to do. You don't have to get it. Now you can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go there. What's your move now? The scrutiny of media today, LeBron wouldn't be able to deal with the media of the 90s. Are you kidding me? They was like, man, the way social media is, Michael Jordan, imagine if they had social media. You think Mike, it's social media now. Do you think Michael Jordan give a damn about social media? No. The media back then was way more brutal and way more in control. Do you think LeBron could handle the media when they can get in his face and tell them exactly what they want to tell him? Right now, you got kiss ass media. They need LeBron. LeBron could wave a hand and they'll disappear if he don't like certain questions. That didn't happen back then. Because of social media, it eliminated journalists. So all these journalists with powers of the newspaper backing them up. The newspaper era is dead. So that group don't exist no more. No, me, I like to stay away from a lot of places. I went out yesterday, spent some time with family, did a few things, but other than that, no. No, I just really stayed live and kept it going because the majority of y'all was still in conversation. Yeah, y'all comments have been great in this chat. Y'all kept the live stream going. Well, that's the thing. People don't realize the power they have, and with great power comes great responsibility. Not really. There's a lot of people who are very unhappy with how the situations play out as far as what uh, what is good and what is bad, and as far as, oh, this is the narrative, this is what we want, or this is what we don't want. That's society's that is society's way of just saying, hey, let's check this out, let's do it this way. They always want to pull you in a direction that's best for them. They're deceivers. Oh, no, no, no. Not at all. Will they reinstate Antonio Brown? I believe so. With two wide receivers out, why wouldn't you? Most people are just waking up. They like, damn, Cino, you don't even look sleepy. How the hell you do that? Oh, it's coming. Did my TV just turn the hell off on its own? Somebody trying to hack my damn TV. Uh-oh, I gotta go.